Thanks for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I'm Shaakira, Pierre. Coming up, 8 charged with the responsibility of the Vielle Case Village Council, Dominica closer to implementing consumer protection law, and National Youth Policy Review complete. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Child abuse is unacceptable. Child abuse is not cultural, it is criminal. And one child abuse is one too many.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Thanks for staying with us. On Monday, the Vieques community held its 27th inauguration of the Vieques Council Committee, where 8 members were sworn in to serve the community for the next 3 years. The Honorable Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative for the Vieques constituency, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, encouraged the new members of the council to work together with government for the benefit of the entire community. The nation's leader vowed that government will work with the council to provide resources in the development of the community.
It is not in the interest of the residents for you not to want to cooperate with the government of the irrespective of who the government is. But rest assured, Chairman, we'll work together. We'll provide the resources to continue to build our community. At the end of the day, this is our community. And the more we work together, the greater things we can achieve for the benefit of the people whom we represent.
The Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Vieques constituency also encouraged councillors to be engaged with the community.
Do not allow the village to say, Council Bagafe. We have to be out there. We have to be part of the volunteerism that's taking place. We have to be engaged.
Meantime, Honorable Minister for Social Services, Family and Gender Affairs, Lady Catherine Daniel, took special note of ongoing work being done in the community and pledged the support of her ministry to continue to work with the council.
I am particularly proud of your efforts in providing for the less fortunate ones in our society by visiting them and providing the much needed meals. This noble gesture is in keeping with my ministry's goal in caring for the less fortunate and vulnerable ones among us. I wish to encourage the new council to continue this initiative and pledge my ministry's support in your efforts to do so.
New chairman of the council, Yolan John Jules, says the council plans on coordinating activities which will involve all members.
We are going to hold meetings. We are going to meet the community on a regular basis. You might told me a while ago, Mr. John Roy, as the chairman of the council, used to go in all the little hamlets every week. I will move in all of them every day. We need organizing and coordinating activities to involve everybody, not a few. We have no place for people to sit down in Vegas. Number one, there should be no political division in Vegas because every head is in one bonnet.
John Jules outlined some of the areas the council plans to address as part of its mission to develop the community.
We need a vibrant adult education program to train our people, teach our people. Because some people drop off from school and they never open a book since they drop off from school. So we need them to open a book for them to read. We need here a program with the credit union to improve access to credit for our youth. So we believe in youth development. Develop and maintain the trail with proper signage, as in White Kukuri Trail. It still goes up to O2, it goes up to Amber, down to Form, down to Lower Penfield. Develop track to improve access to the waterfall at Bonnet. I've already drawn the design for that. I went there and I chopped the road to prevent us from passing in the river because it was slow to cross. So I cut off a whole line and we only have to do one crossing, a wooden bridge. It's close to the waterfall. and training, short courses to be introduced as handcraft, sewing, catering, cake making and decorating, small business development, and capacity building training, IT training, and computer literacy.
Vieques was the first community to develop a community board over 30 years ago, an initiative which evolved into the Village Council in Dominica. In more news, the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Portsmouth constituency, Ian Douglas, is confident that Silver Beach Resort and Spa's association with Marriott, a major worldwide brand, is tremendous for the island's economy. GIS News spoke with Douglas at the announcement ceremony for the commencement of construction of the resort at Picard. The contract for the 200-room 5-star luxury resort was signed on September 5, 2016 and will be funded by the Citizenship by Investment program. Honorable Douglas explained that the Marriott brand has the resources to promote the island's resort in a way that will significantly increase tourist arrivals to Dominica.
I'm very happy. I feel very optimistic. I think it's a great day for Dominica. I mean, to have a brand like Marriott being attached to your destination, really we're doing it really the other way around. Marriott really is in fact the big brother right now, and it is not only the country now that will have to find the resources to market Dominica, but you will really have a high roller and a big player in the international community really marketing your destination, and I'm sure that Silver Beach again will create that kind of impact for the next 30 years as Ross has done, so that young persons like you and I do not have to think about migrating to other shores and other lands to create a better life for ourselves. We can do it here at home.
Marriott International reported revenues of more than $14 billion for the 2015 fiscal year. Douglas discussed what that could mean for a small island developing state like Dominica.
Marriott's marketing budget is probably 10 times the amount of the country's national budget, the amount of money we ourselves spend on marketing. And we heard the amount of customers that Marriott has. And so what they can do is the Marriott brand itself can actually carry the destination and make Dominica known around the world, which is, you know, really tremendous. And for all of that to be happening in the Portsmouth constituency, even in the construction phase, the amount of jobs that will be created, as Kapinski has done and the Moroccan Hotel will continue to do as they are just about to recommence construction, is absolutely tremendous.
The construction of the resort will create more income for skilled persons, equipment operators, and suppliers of construction materials. The income will in turn filter to the community.
Silver Beach will automatically benefit from the services that are already established, and even the possibility of more of those services. Fresh fruits and vegetables have to be procured for the hotel. Meat and fish has to be bought for the tables in the hotel. Taxi operators have to go to the airport. They have to take people on tours. I mean, it's just tremendous. The water sport industry. I mean, a young business person just established a water sport area right on the beach where Silver Beach will be established, and I can only see bigger and better things for Dominicans.
The training provided by the Marriott will lead to professional prospects for Dominicans employed under the Marriott brand. To date, Marriott International has 6,000 hotels worldwide with over 360,000 employees operating in 120 countries. Marriott International has 100 reward members with the potential to elevate Dominica to the status of an international player in the hotel industry. The review of Dominica's National Youth Policy, which was launched in August 2016, is now complete. GIS News spoke exclusively with lead consultant for the policy review, Henry Charles, last week. He is satisfied that the policy has addressed all the necessary areas.
The review is complete. We have a draft that's probably doing the final editing now, before it is then submitted to the Cabinet of Ministers. But I think the policy covers the areas generally. When we look at the recommendations, the concerns, the issues, challenges and opportunities as expressed by young people throughout the consultative processes, as well as through the youth household survey that we did. And bearing in mind what are the emerging trends in terms of youth development globally, regionally, we also had to consider some of the international and regional frameworks and protocols. So taking all this into consideration, I think the policy is a fairly good representation of what a modern framework for youth development should include.
Charles described the new policy as a framework for the empowerment of young people, which will position them at the center of Dominica's development strategy.
When you go through the policy, you would see reference being made to the growth and social protection strategy. The policy cannot be running separate from that. It has to be linked to that. You would see references in the policy being made to what is the theme for this year's budget, which is the rebuilding Dominica's resilience. You would see considering the issues facing countries like Dominica with respect to climate change and environmental issues, disaster mitigation. You would see issues related to that in terms of young people's role.
Charles informed that the policy includes recommendations from organizations such as the Dominica Association of Industry and Commerce, the Dominica Association of People with Disabilities, and the Kalinago Youth Council. He says if embraced, the policy has the capacity to transform the nation into a modern society more resilient to global economic and social challenges. Charles says the process of reviewing the youth policy has revealed that Dominica's youth are resourceful, resilient, and dynamic.
They have ideas, they know where they want to go to, and really they're looking for the opportunities, they're looking for support in terms of providing the enabling environment for them to be able to achieve, not just for themselves. Yes, they want to achieve for themselves, but they want to achieve for their family and for their society. That is what basically you're getting from the Dominican young people.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. Honorable Minister for Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development, Roslyn Paul, says that her ministry's rural enterprise centers will continue to grow in 2017. In an exclusive interview with GIS News last week, she reported good reviews on the centers thus far.
So far, as many would have known, we've established centers, enterprises in Pebouche, Sineku, Dublin, Grand Fond, women organic, targeting women organic farmers, and Rivière Syrique with a group of young men into beekeeping.
The Honorable Minister revealed that plans are in place for several new centers.
There's the Grand Bay Center, which would mainly deal with clustering of enterprises, because the enterprise centers helps in either incubation, people who are starting off, getting them with the necessary tools to become established businesses, or clustering where enterprises pool resources in one space to grow and develop. So the Grand Bay one that we're working and targeting the 8-bank facility in Grand Bay is being retrofitted. It's taking more time than we anticipated, and works to be done by the 8-bank to to ensure that the place is in the state that it's needed to be for us to start off. And then we also will be we've started working with Casibros for a fishing enterprise and the Bells farmers as well.
Honorable Paul is pleased with the significant impact the centers have had, especially on the youth.
This program has had much benefit for rural communities. It has helped to generate income for the people involved and to benefit they and their families, not only in terms of their income, but in terms of they being retooled, they're developing skills that are necessary for enterprise development, and not only for themselves, but redistributing some of these among family members. There has been, a lot of them have been saying that it is really positive use of their time. Particularly the young people were saying if it's not for the enterprise, they probably would be using their time even in a negative manner or just there. So it is really using their time to benefit their own development and to benefit business.
She noted that funds provided for the projects within her ministry are made possible through Dominica's ever-developing citizenship by investment program.
Activities within our ministry, much of it has been supported by our CBI program, Citizenship by Investment program, the proceeds. And in fact, I would say the CBI does not only support the rural-based enterprise centers, but all MSMEs support that we provide in Dominica. And further, the CBI, as I would have stated sometime earlier at other times, has really been sort of a nucleus for private sector development in Dominica at the macro level, at the MSME level. When we think of the hotel development, the employment, the several hotel projects that are ongoing, being implemented, already providing employment and already stimulating commerce in terms of purchase of cement, purchase of materials, increasing the construction activities in Dominica. So the ripple effects, the trickle-down benefits, it benefits every Dominican.
And finally, this news time, the Ministry of Trade is getting closer to completing a legal framework for consumer protection in Dominica. Consultant Carl Buick, who was in Dominica in August of 2016 to review the draft bill and make recommendations, is currently back on island for a 2-day workshop. His primary role at the first consultation was to compare Dominica's draft bill to world's best practices. This time, he is meeting with regulators from Customs, Ministry of Agriculture, the Police, and Bureau of Standards.
The reason being that all of those organisations already have a consumer protection element. So they're part of the solution to problems in the consumer experience. So they're part of the solution. Also, it's likely that at least some of the staff of the new Commission will come from those agencies. And we need to build bonds now between the agencies in the interest of consumers.
Buick will also make recommendations for the implementation of the Consumer Protection Bill. He indicates that the Act is ready to be passed in Parliament and implemented.
It addresses all the major issues that you'd expect to be in a consumer protection law. And I think that it also provides a basis for a good institution. And I think with the issues that I've raised, there'll be a bit of debate about exactly how the Commission should look, and an ongoing discussion about its priorities and strategies. But yes, I think it's full ahead steam, and I think stakeholders generally are looking forward to the implementation.
He gave an idea of what the Consumer Protection Commission will look like.
I think the structure has to flow from understanding the different functions of the Commission and also understanding the scale of the exercise. We could design a Rolls-Royce authority with 100 staff. I fear that apart from the cost, that would be grossly inefficient. So what we're looking at is an effective and efficient body to emphasise consumer and trader education, dispute resolution, complaint handling and effective investigations. So it'll be a small, lean and effective team.
That's the English news. Mark Pherson St. Luce is up next with Creole highlights.
Dating a minor is unacceptable.
Having sex with a minor is unacceptable.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle créole. Non, moi, c'est Pherson St. Luce. Premièrement, inauguration pour Village Council Vieques pour place leading. You councillors assemblés devant Justice of the Peace Valentine Joseph pour l'office pour le 3 année du Watch Councillor. Président His Excellency Charles Sovereign et Madame Sovereign, Premier Minister Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt et Madame Skerritt, Minister Development Community Honorable Catherine Daniel et Minister Cabinet parmi d'autres attendants. Premier Ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt qui aussi membre Parlement fait parole projet qui participe pour en communauté là. Il dit que l'argent avait là pour développement petit entreprise, un projet pour développement chimie aussi lancé. Honorable Skerritt aussi approuvé l'argent pour chimie Rod Gommier pour Thibault. On facilite Health Center aussi qui finance pour bâtir un Vieques. Honorable Skerritt aussi fait parole l'argent qui est available pour bâtir un ressource centre neuf en Vieques. Et puis, il y a nommé après ancien membre Parlement Alexis Williams. Conseiller aussi ni l'argent pour projet toilette en communauté là. Contrat aussi signé pour mettre clarté à ce Plainfield en Vieques. Honorable Skerritt aussi qui à ce résident Vieques pour faire contribution au développement communauté là. Et aussi complimenter conseiller et puis promettre travail et puis yo. Nous avons plus de détails sur l'inauguration salam à une autre nouvelle en créole. En autre nouvelle, le gouvernement Dominica a dit bienvenue pour un versement Silver Beach Resort qui a bâti en Guantans. Le projet Salah lancé pendant une cérémonie en Kai Little Landing. Parole Salah sorti hors ministre Investment Honorable Dr. John Colin McIntyre.
Nous avons toujours dit Dominique c'est un bel pays, mais je dis nous avons ces gens qui viennent parler pour nous. C'est le premier pays qui est bel comme ça. Avec Mario, il y a bien de pour venir à Dominique. Avec, il y a parler les autres d'autres ils les faire à Dominique parce que le pays ça c'est un pays moun pas touché. Moun pas touché pays ça mais actuellement ils am nous vivre avec nous kay courir puis ça mon bien content aujourd'hui et il y a l'eau moun là tous ces moun votre private sector qui là et puis nous aujourd'hui pour faire projet ça gros pour Dominique et bien moi beaucoup pour Dominique et ça c'est un projet pour gouvernement Dominique parce que gouvernement Dominique elle va partir à Roosevelt Skerritt qui est chef en parti ça et puis parti ça qui plus sérieux pour développement à Dominique so moi beaucoup aujourd'hui pour Dominique.
Selon ministre McIntyre, projet ça là qui aller en longue distance pour développer Dominique.
L'investissement ça mon regarder comme si c'est un investissement parce que depuis nous ça fait monde venir Dominique. C'est primaire pour nous parce que ces gens là venir yo ka servir oui yo ka dormir ici yo ka ça heads aller tête aller cabane yo ka venir ici yo ka manger yo ka aller tout en Dominique tout ce type Spotoni à Roseau Valley tout en Dominique yo ka visiter et bien yo ka dépenser l'argent à Dominique et bien c'est ça qui blé pour ça c'est un investissement non depuis ça a courir il peut faire un paf en chimie pour d'autres vignes encore. So, il y a un investissement qui apporte un autre investissement. Et bien, là, on compagnie comme c'est Marriott vini à Dominique, et bien, il y a bien sûr à Dominique. Qui fait les autres compagnies visiter, ça c'est compagnie Hard l'Europe, toutes ces pays, ça, il y a venir à Dominique.
En autre nouvelle, même parler de constituency St. Joseph, Honorable Kelva Darrow, qui a condamné bien fort parole négative chef opposition Lennox Linton, qui a consigné Citizenship by Investment Program. Selon Honorable Darrow, Branche Labour Party Dominique St. Joe, qui a debout en solidarité et puis Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt.
Tout Dominique, nous avons sa opposition leader, M. Linton, dit 60 minutes programme. Et puis, Samon ka di, moun parlement pou Senjo, se nou kondem pa parol sa la, sa se parol sot, hot citizenship Dominic, et puis Monsieur Linton y allé en International TV, et puis il menti. Tous les ça il dit, c'est menti. Et puis, Premier ministre Skerrit, Premier ministre Skerrit, il était en press conference, et puis nous avons fax là, plus ça Monsieur Linton l'a fait, il est décalé programme ça là. Plus programme ça là, c'est un bon programme. C'est un programme qui a mené l'argent ici Dominique. Et puis programme ça là, nous avons dit tous les monde, ces monde qui, ces femmes là, ces monde qui en business tourisme, c'est chimé nous pour c'est nous pour faire travail en l'air. Tout ça, c'est fonds qui nous avons tapé Hot Citizenship Investment Program.
Selon Honorable Darrow, Powell Linton Panipes Fondation.
So pour opposition leader aller hold CBS 60 minutes et puis dit ça il dit c'est pour monde dit mission pour resign. Puis c'est Powell sorti qui a parlé et puis nous a dit le temps là arrivé pour monde Dominique encore voyer un message pour reject lui nous qui fait ça encore.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non, moi, c'est Pherson and Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip on how to break a bad habit. Do you think that bad habits like biting your nails and cracking your knuckles are hard to break? Experts have some simple solutions to kick the habit. Make it conscious. If you can notice when you are doing it, chances are you can figure out why you are doing it and you will be able to stop. Once you realize when and why you are doing it, the next logical step is to replace the habit with a not so annoying temporary or permanent one. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GISNewsDominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Shaakira Pierre. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.